again, going back to the depth of data that is accessible through NCS is something that I really didn't understand fully when we were getting into a relationship with NCS. After using the program and watching it evolve over time, I continue to be impressed and amazed, honestly, at some of the detail and the depth that we can get using NCS. For us, as a financial institution, we do have requirements that we place on our MRBs to ensure that their risk aligns with our risk appetite. However, we have to actually kind of dial it down a little bit with regards to how we operate our program compared to the abilities that the data sets within NCS program actually would afford us. So the shorter way of saying that is we have to be a little bit more selective about how much data we need and what data we use as actionable to manage our risks. So there again gives one of the opportunities for, regulators or financial institutions to approach NCS and say, okay, we know you have everything. We know that there's more than we can digest. I like to have that perspective because then I can choose what information I want to use versus having limited resources or limited capabilities and through an out-of-the-box solution being stuck with that. Because if you always are looking for more and you don't have it, then you're stuck. Whereas if you have more than you need, you can then address it in a customized kind of bespoke way. And for us, that was a benefit of using NCS. So for my perspective in learning, it's interesting to see how the industry manages their compliance. Some are much more adept and adapted to maintaining their track and trace and their sales activity in a cogent way. Others, maybe they're too busy or they're understaffed, or maybe they just don't consider compliance to be a priority for their business model. But for me, I like to see that. So we could take an applicant, drop them into NCS, see what their past experience has been with their metric or track and trace data. And from that, we can kind of intuit, would this be a member that would be willing to work with us and have and show an intent to comply? If not, maybe we're going to pass on this one. So again, it gives us optionality by using the tool set in a way that I think many didn't initially understand that it could be used, kind of as a screening tool, as well as a compliance management tool when you actually have onboarded a new member.